Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Saturday, October 11th and Sunday, October 12th, 2025. So for Saturday, October 11th, it won't be very long. I only bought one item. I bought this old container of 20 ounces, 567 grams of Humpty Dumpty potato chips. And we used to buy usually the smaller version. I know because downstairs I have one like this and one smaller one. Only one has a lid. This one doesn't have the lid either, but my large one has a big ripple sticker on it. So I wanted it just because it doesn't have that sticker, and just seeing this reminds me of, throws me back in the 70s, all the memories that brings me back. It has for instance oh yeah, I remember like we used to buy chips mostly when we had guests over, so special occasions. So I remember Saturday evenings, we had roast beef and mashed potatoes for supper right after watching the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner Hour on CBC mid to late mid 70s, and this was a bag of chips, and we used to buy this at Steinberg or a place like that. It was $6. I got it for $5. So moving down already to Sunday, October 12th. First purchase was this beautiful, useless for me because I'm not a musician. I don't play any instrument, but I got this beautiful tactile piccolo metronome made in Germany. It's just a beautiful object in great shape. I had to buy it, and so swing it here. I set it to have it 1 second long, but you can move this thing up and down. It goes faster and slower. It has a wind up right here, and it's really precise. Because you have all this the number of beat per minute, and that's why I've put it at 60 to have seconds for fun. Not that I need a metronome to remind me of what a second is. I studied animation. I know how to split a second. And anyway, yeah, it's just a beautiful object, and it was $5, so I couldn't leave it behind. So yeah, I love this thing, made in Germany. It's just beautiful, perfect color as well. So after this beautiful thing, I got 8 items for the car. Everything that you see is $1 each. So in Quebec we have snow, of course, so we have I have to you see right here outside we can see my lawn ends here, and this is the driver of the neighbor, and the first new neighbor that the neighbor, when they arrived the first winter, they rolled over my lawn a little bit too far, so I've planted these things like these the second winter, the last winter, and they disappeared. They stole it. I don't know what happened anyway, so I had to buy a new one. So this for $1 each. And not that I don't use them on the other side, on our own driveway. I do, but I already have some for our own driveway. And scrapers are always good, but these are pretty large. So they say billet pour le paradis. Pour mieux arriver au bout de l'hiver, imaginez-vous à Kapalua, Maui. Doesn't say who the maker is. And this one, regular sized scraper, it's made by Oscar with a K, and it has a handle. I think you're supposed to hold it like this and put your arm against this like that. It must, yeah. So $8 for all these useful items. After I got a record, you know, like down to a third, fourth copy, I don't know anymore. Boule Noire's first LP, an iconic album in Quebec from 1976, a disco funk album in French, and it has a whole bunch of hits in there. Aimes-tu la vie comme moi, Miss Laney, Kiki d'Hollywood, Loin loin de la ville, probably one of my favorite songs by Boule Noire. And I got it recently at the same flea market, but I got screwed because the records kept skipping. and sometimes you can't fix it. Like when you used to play a record on a cheap record player with a heavy tone arm, it would skip and it would actually damage the groove. And when you play it on a proper turntable, it would still follow the little dig in the groove, and it would skip. So I got this one, but there's a scratch on the second side, and I misjudged the deepness of the scratch. I thought it would not be audible, but it is. So the last 3 songs are unplayable. Well, I got screwed again, but this time it's my own fault, and it's $2. Why am I buying this record? I already have it because I dug it out. This is my first copy I bought new with a deletion hole in the corner back in when I was 15. And as you can see, the label has just Magic on it. It doesn't have it's not the original. That pissed me off when I found that out. So I wanted to have the original. I didn't read the mastering number on it to see if it's the same mastering. Probably is. I should have done that before shooting the video. But I kept the receipt of the Bunny Mart store where I bought it on November 11th, 1983. So almost 42 years old ago. I even wrote when the singer died. Sunday night, June 17th, 2007. He was 55 years old. If I remember, it was a colon cancer. So that's why I think of him often about that, and I had a preventive colonoscopy recently. I'm all good. I outlived him already. So it was I used to number my records number 321. So this is why I want to have an original. But this one is still no good. But I might just hold on to that one, and that's it. And if I do stumble on a perfect copy one day, we'll see. Had I known that before, the hundreds of copies that went through my fingers over the decades, I never knew the label was different. Never. I accidentally recently found that out. After that record, I went back to the seller who sold me the metronome. He had put out these records that I had seen before, but I decided to upgrade all my bad copies of BT Express non-stop. I have bad luck with that. You know, when you have bad luck sticks to you about a record and you keep skipping, or you buy another one, oh, there's something else wrong with it you didn't see. It's the risk of buying used records, but overall you're always a winner, but sometimes you have bad luck. Well, this one is perfect. The vinyl is in great shape, so that's it. I don't know why the photos are so bad. This is so grainy and out of focus almost. But I've played the whole thing. My favorite track is Happiness. Really funky, cute, beautiful song. I don't know how to call it. Yep, BT Express non-stop. The previous album doesn't have a female singer on it, not that I know of. This reminds me of Black Blood. Black Blood's first album doesn't have any female singer on it. They have their 2 biggest hits, Chicano and Aie Awana. They made a follow-up album which this time features a female singer. So it reminded me of that. So after I bought this BT Express album just for $3, it made me a special price. So that because I know probably I saw it before it was $5. I didn't want to pay $5 to upgrade my 2 other copies, but I decided to have it for $3. And I do have one of my copies. I still have the shrink wrap around it. Oh, that's why I never saw the inner C probably. Okay, let's go for the next purchase. No, I won't mention all the things I saw and didn't buy. That's pointless. I don't buy pre-recorded cassettes, but I'm not supposed to. I don't collect them. But sometimes I just for fun. They were 25 cents each. You didn't have tons of them, just a handful. Decided to buy this one, Paul Piché, L'Escalier. I don't know this album. I don't know if I have the vinyl record of this or not, but to avoid buying it if I don't like it, I decided to buy it, because sometimes I work downstairs in the basement and there's a little cassette player that I leave there. I can put cassettes and it's practical when you're busy. And I'm going to play downstairs the next time I work downstairs on stuff. 25 cents. What's 25 cents in 2025? It's not much. Candy bars more than that. And then a seller sold me a few items. At first I paid him $2 for 2 items, $1 each. Laverne and Shirley, the second season. There's 4 DVDs in there. Over how many hours I see? 9 hours 27 minutes. Full screen, good. Better be full screen. So I've checked, the 4 discs are there, and then they're in great shape. So it's too bad it doesn't. I've asked him if he had another box somewhere to try to find the first season. So it didn't have. I like the opening credit. I didn't really watch it much as a kid. I didn't follow the show, but I was always like captive for the credits. I love the theme song, the opening credits. I still remember the theme song, but then I left it on for like white noise or whatever I was playing with. And this was a $1. War All Day Music. I'm almost sure I don't have this at all in any format whatsoever. I collect war records as long as the price is right. And I know that I have a scratched up 45 of Slipping Into Darkness. What sucks is that this is a 2015 reissue of the 1993 CD of this 1971 album. It doesn't have the booklet. It says to go to www.war.com to download the CD booklet. Well, that's 10 years ago, and of course I went there and I couldn't find the website is still there, but not the couldn't find the downloadable booklet. $1 each. And then I looked at what else he had, and he had a few board games, not many, and I decided to get this one, Mad Magazine Revue French, the Mad Magazine game, for many reasons. First of all, I like Jack Davis's art. I collect his, I mainly just collect record covers drawn by Jack Davis. Like I have a few Homer and Jethro albums. I don't never play them at all, but I have the covers. There's another one about a bird of paradise flying up someone's nose. I forgot the name of the singer. I have that album just because it's a Jack Davis cover. But so that's one reason. And I remember seeing this in catalogs, toy catalogs as a kid, the Christmas wish books. But it's nice to see it live, like to see it, and the art is amazing. Wow. And I don't know if all the cards and pieces are there, and the board is almost about to fall apart and split in two, so I'm not going to open it again. One side is in French, the other one is in English. I don't know if all the money is there or the cards. Some are in French, carte, some are in English. The instructions are French, English. There's one die, 3 of these, and one doesn't match the others. I don't know if that's supposed to be. I haven't read the instructions. And another reason I bought this for $2 is because I really laughed out loud when I read the jokes on the back, because one of the jokes didn't age very well. Rule number 7. Do not attempt to play this game while eating, sleeping, or thinking. Okay, get a little of B here. 7B. Do not play with anyone who is not male or female. Ooh, they didn't know what happened like almost 50 years later. But what's wonderful, and I saw this after, Alfred Newman says, ignore rule number 7. Phew, that was close. So anyway, that made, I thought the whole experience of finding this was worth $2, and I know I'm not supposed to collect big things and board games, and they're so cumbersome and big, but there's a few things I would definitely buy if I were to find them. Like for instance, if I found in its box, a vintage box, complete Battling Tops, yeah, that's a no-brainer. I would definitely get that. I played once. I remember seeing my aunts and uncles playing that when they were teens at my grandma's place. But I had there was a guy on my street who had one. I played once with him, corner of my street. Since I'm not sure, I won't say his name. And after this game, I made one last impulse purchase, and I wasted $8 on these 4 brand new bowls, fruit dish, 4 by 8 inches, brand new, $2 per bowl. Problem is, for me, I was going to use them as pasta bowls. They're too small. Turns out the bowl that I'm looking for is probably close to 9 inches wide, not 8. So I was dumb for many reasons, because I carry a cracked version, a cracked copy of the bowl I'm looking for in my car in a bag that I forgot that was there. I could have easily gone to the car, measured the bowl, go back, measure this, or even take a note. Oh, this is 8. Let's measure the one I have in the car. I completely forgot. I could have saved $8. So I'm going to put that in the to get rid of pile. So thanks for watching.